if they go to the changeup right here.
Foul tip. Mauer claiming it hit the dirt. And the at-bat's still alive, I believe. Yep. Mauer claiming that the foul tip hit the dirt, and now Chris Siegel is going to get some rebuttal from Ned Yost.
Well, it looked like the changeup, and it was perfect down and away, and you could see the little bounce in front of the glove of Perez.
Well, now Joe Mauer discussing it with Siegel as if Mauer's been called out. There's no question it was a foul tip. The ball went straight down on the dirt, and then on replay, you could see the ball bounce up into Perez's glove.
That is a tough call, so hopefully he can ask for some help because of where that umpire sits behind the catcher.
We could see the dirt kick up.
I thought that first shot that we had really showed the ball kind of hitting the dirt before it bounced into the glove. Let's take a look at the first shot right here. Let's see. Straightaway center shot. Sure looked like it hit the dirt before.
Well, two things had to happen. It had to be foul tipped, and you could see the ball was redirected. And then it had to have hit the ground, and you could see in replay that it did. But given this discussion, it sure sounds like Joe Mauer's been called out. Otherwise, Ned Yost would be picking up the argument. Yeah, Joe's out. It's a strikeout. Well, you can't, as a manager, argue balls and strikes. What Gardy is arguing was that Field and Colbreth might have seen a different.
I'm telling you, that's a tough call for a home plate umpire because a glove, you know, you almost have to watch him. The ball hit the dirt. And of course, you'd like to have help from, you know, the crew chief,
right.
Field and Colbert, or the first base umpire, Dan Iasanya.
Well, now the Twins need a pick-me-up, and Chris Siegel is hearing more from the Twins dugout here.
You have to check the ball. You got to check the ball. The ball hit the ground, check it. You got to check the ball.
And Gardy's toss, he wanted the ball checked. I think our microphone could pick that up. Check the ball to see if there's a scuff mark. And I think what Gardy did there was to do what he could to keep Joe Mauer in the game, who I don't believe has ever been ejected. And what he's saying is just check the ball.
I'm wondering if Kenny Vargas asked the umpire to check the ball. And maybe they said, no, we're not going to.
Which is a hitter's prerogative, right?
Right.
If you... All right, the ball goes down. The spin changes. It hits the dirt and bounces up into Perez's mitt.
You know, all Gardy got thrown out for is just check the ball.
And the final words were, that's wrong. That's a fair ball down the line. Peralta rounding second. On his way to third, and a fan touched the ball. They'll send the runner back to third base. And they're going to meet about it. It's not an automatic, but they called fan interference, and now the umpires, all four of them, will try to place Peralta at the proper base, and they may hold him at third. Here's Leland out. They're giving him a run, and here comes Ron Gardenhire.
Oh, that ball actually looked like it went into the stands and then ricocheted back.
They're going to allow 3 bases on the double with fan interference.
And Gardy's saying that's where he was. He's about halfway when that ball caromed over toward Delman Young.
Well, Peralta didn't go with the pitch. He's not known as having great wheels.
You know what? The railing is so low down that left field line. Fans were there. I mean, they're touching that ball, even though, you know, it should be fan interference. It's take a look, kind of slashed the other way, a la Denard Span yesterday, right down that third baseline. And you can see the fans reaching over, and then the ball bouncing. Went into the stands and then bounced out.
It did go into the stands.
Yep.
The fan touched it and deflected it into the stands, so it left the field of play.
That's what I thought. That's what I saw from my angle.
It was touched on the field of play, then deflected where it was touched in the seating
There's
area.
that one little area that shoots out where the ball boy's sitting.
Well, and this is going to spark the argument about whether replay should be used. Right there, it hit the young man in the head.
Right, it hit him in the chest area, it looks like.
And Gardenhire is going to come down, and he's going to continue after having already been tossed.
Well, this is what I saw from our angle. I saw that ball going in, and then it deflected off of somebody and came back into fair play.
And that was the ejection while we were showing the replay.
Swisher to get back and catch the ball.
And as you said, Swisher new to the team and probably hasn't been out there
Stewart,
at all
yeah.
with Swisher at first base. Span, I think, is questioning why that pitch was called a strike. And Span's been tossed. This is related to the balk, and I think it has everything to do with Denard Span questioning the strike one call.
Well, if you've been around Denard Span, you know there was no cussing involved. Very short fuse for home plate umpire Greg Gibson.
And now the manager is going to pick up the argument. That's no more than a toss of the coin here as to whether Gardy's going to survive this discussion at all. Because the manager, as we said, was agitated about the balk call in the bottom of the second. There he goes.
There he goes.
We could read Gardy's lips after the balk call and said, I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to remember that one. And it doesn't take a long memory to get you to the top of the next inning.
Let's take a look at the pitch right here. That Denard Span question. He squared around, and the ball inside. And Span, that's what he was asking. I thought that ball was inside, so they're having a conversation about it. And then Gibson, I guess, had enough right there. Span said something else, and then Gibson threw him out.
Yeah, Ron Gardenhire's gone.
He's arguing balls and strikes. That last pitch to Jordan was down.
Well, this was the one, you know, it's so often the case, it's not the last pitch that he's upset about, because that wasn't even close, but it was, you know, maybe.
Well, he threw
pitch
somebody out right there. Looks like he threw out Miguel Cabrera.
Did he throw Miguel Cabrera? Oh.